Hi everyone. I'm looking forward to a nice, relaxing yoga class. First thing you're going to need is a strap. And if you don't have a strap, don't worry, you can go get a belt, you can use an old tie, you can use the belt from your bathrobe, anything you like. You'll also need comfortable clothes that don't restrict your movement, and a pillow to make you nice and comfortable. And we're going to start in a seated position with your hands resting on your legs. And you can sit up on the pillow and just close your eyes. Get nice and long in your spine and soft in your shoulders. Ease your chest open. Take a big, slow inhale. And as you exhale, let all tension drain from your body. Soften your forehead and feel it go smooth. Relax your eyes. Soften your jaw. Allow your throat to be relaxed and open. Let your collarbones and your chest ease open, your heart feeling light and your shoulders soft. Relax your back and your legs. If you find you're uncomfortable sitting on a pillow on the floor, feel free to grab a chair and sit in a chair. Quieting your mind. Picture a beautiful, still lake that's reflecting the sky and the trees. And have your mind take this peaceful reflection. Begin to lengthen and deepen your breathing through your nose. Extending your exhale even longer than your inhale. Tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Let your left hand rest against the side of the bolster. And every time you exhale, soften your shoulders a little bit more. Let your ear get a little heavier. And then draw your chin in a bit. Turn your nose more towards your shoulder. Experiment with the placement of your chin till you feel a lovely new stretch. Then rest your hand behind you and relax. Imagine that your nose is getting a little bit heavier. Now bring your hand back onto your leg, roll your head forward. On your next inhale, lift your chin up and continue lifting till you feel a lovely stretch at the front of your neck. Then bring your head to center. Now tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder. Let your right hand release out. And every time you exhale, just melt those shoulders a little bit more. Left ear getting heavier. Draw your chin in a bit. Turn your nose more towards your shoulder. Rest your hand behind you and relax. Let your nose get heavy. Bring your hand back onto your leg, roll your head forward. Inhale and lift your chin up. Keep lifting till you feel a gentle stretch for the front of your neck. Then bring your head to center. Now take a big energizing inhale and reach your arms overhead. Clasp your fingers. Exhale your hands behind your head. Inhale your elbows back and open up your chest. And as you exhale, just relax the elbows forward. On inhale, elbows back, open up the chest. And on exhale, relax the elbows forward. You're going to do that one more time. Big inhale. And a slow, complete exhale. Now this time, inhale, elbows back, and then exhale, hands inside out and stretch them up. Inhale, get the waist even longer, reach. And as you exhale, the arms come back down. Now we're going to come off our pillow. You can place that out of your way. And then you're going to sit with your legs extended right out in front of you. Get nice and tall. And now you're going to bend your right knee. You want to have that foot planted. And if it's comfortable, you're going to place your foot to the other side of your left leg and ground it. That's plenty, but some of you might be able to bring your left heel towards your right hip. But you should only do that if you can be completely level. Now you're going to wrap with your left arm, and if that feels easy, you can bring your left elbow right up and over, and your right hand is going to go behind you. You want your shoulders to be nice and level. Every time you inhale, get a little taller, and every time you exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, the spine gets longer. Exhale, the twist gets deeper. You're going to take one more deep breath here. And then unwinding, extending your legs out, getting tall. Bend that left knee. Plant your left foot to the other side of your right leg. This is enough. Some of you might be able to bring your heel towards your hip. Only doing that if you root right back down, you're completely level. You're going to wrap now with your right arm, and if that's easy, right elbow goes up and over. Now your left hand goes behind you, making your shoulders level. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Every inhale, grow taller. Every exhale, twist deeper. And now unwind, and we're going to lay down on our back. And perhaps you'd like a pillow under your head, or maybe you would prefer having the pillow under your knees. I'm going to place mine under my knees. You want your legs to be able to rest out, with your heels touching the floor, and your feet can just flop open. Ease down onto your back. Let your arms rest a little bit away from your sides with your palms turned up, your fingers curled in a relaxed and natural way. Just take a big inhale. As you exhale, let all tension drain from your body. Bring a bit of a smile into your closed eyes and lips. Feel an expanding sense of peace. Place your hands on your belly. And as you inhale, feel the belly rise. As you exhale, feel the belly fall. Try to make your exhale even longer than your inhale. Your shoulders are soft. Your entire body is relaxed. Feeling the waves of breath rising and falling in your relaxed belly. Now place your hands on your ribs. Scan the body for any tension. Exhale it away. And as you inhale, feel the ribs expand. As you exhale, feel the ribs contract. Keep one hand on your ribs and place the other back onto your belly. As you inhale, you feel the belly rise. Then you feel the ribs expand. And as you exhale, you feel the ribs contract, and then the belly falls. See how slow you can make your breathing? With that exhale, even longer than your inhale. Now that hand that's on your belly, place that hand now on your collarbones. Ensure that your shoulder and your arm are still relaxed. On your next inhale, observe the belly rise. Then feel your ribs expand. And as you complete your inhale, feel your collarbones lifting. And as you exhale, feel collarbones fall. And your ribs contract, then your belly falls. Smooth, deep, complete three-part yogic breathing. Do all this breathing through your nose if that's possible. Into the belly, then into the ribs, then collarbones lift, and collarbones fall, ribs contract, belly falls. Have a bit of a smile in your closed eyes and lips. Now if you have the pillow under your head, you can leave it there and airplane your arms out. If the pillow is under your knees, you can leave it there as well. But we're all going to bend our knees now. So you're going to place your feet on the floor or on your pillow and just allow the soles of your feet to touch together and your knees to just relax open. Close your eyes. Continue with that three-part, deep, complete yogic breathing. If your mind is wandering, bring it back to the breath again and again. Listen to that soothing ocean sound of your breathing. It's resonating lightly in your chest, your throat, and your nasal passages. keeping your mind clear and still, just like that peaceful lake that reflects the sky and the trees. Take one more slow, complete breath here. And then you're going to draw your knees to point up. And if you have a pillow under your feet, you're going to use your feet to push that bolster away. So it's right out of your way. And then you're going to bend your knees again. Now from here, you're going to shift your bottom 3 or 4 inches over to the left, and then place your bottom back down. Then you're going to engage your abdominals, lift your feet off the mat, bringing your knees in towards you, and slowly drop your knees to the right. You want to do your best to keep your back shoulder down. You don't have to be perfect. Maybe you can bend your knees a little closer to your right arm. Maybe you can place your right hand on your left leg and use that as gentle leverage. We can do a little tweak here by taking your right shoulder blade and moving it a few centimeters further to the right. Now you can either have your head so that your nose is pointing up, or you can roll your head slightly to the left. Every time you inhale, enjoy the sensation of the body opening. And every time you exhale, melt that left shoulder down, so that you're deepening the pose by simply relaxing into it. You're going to take one more deep breath here. And then airplane your arms up. Lock in your abdominal muscles. Slowly bring those knees up. Plant your feet and center your bottom. Now from here, you're going to shift your bottom 3 or 4 inches over to the left. or to the right. Bring your bottom back down. Engage your abdominals. Lift your feet off the mat. Bring your knees in towards you. And slowly drop your knees to the other side. Maybe you can bend your knees closer to your arm. Maybe you can place that hand on your leg for leverage. Doing a little tweak here. You're going to shift your left shoulder blade just a few centimeters further to the left. And as you inhale, take a slow, complete breath. Enjoy the sensation of the body opening. And your slow, complete exhale relaxes that right shoulder down just a little bit more. One more deep breath here. And then you'll airplane your arms. Engage your abdominals. Slowly lift those knees up. Plant your feet and center your bottom. Now from here, you're going to separate your feet and your knees about 6 to 8 inches apart. Then turn your hands palms down alongside your body. You're going to flatten your lower back on the mat by hooking your tailbone under. You'll feel your abdominals scoop in a little bit. You're going to powerfully ground with your feet and inhale your bottom up off the mat as high as you can. Now start to scoot your shoulders closer together underneath you. Make sure your knees don't splay open, that the knees continue to point forward. And some of you might be able to clasp your hands. If that's too uncomfortable, you don't have to clasp your hands. You want to keep your gaze upward. You can have your eyes closed. And every time you inhale, see if you can deepen the back bend by bringing your chest a little closer to your chin. You're going to take one more big inhale here, getting your bottom up higher, and then release your hands and shoulders. And on your exhale, slowly ease down, one vertebrae at a time. And once your bottom touches down, you're going to take your right foot and cross it over your left knee, letting your right knee open to the side, with your right foot flexed a little bit. Engage your abdominals, bring your legs in towards you. Now see if you can thread your right hand between your legs and clasp your hands behind your left thigh. If that's too difficult, you can keep your foot on the mat. And if it's too easy, then you can clasp your hands over your knee. Just settle into it. You're going to feel a bit of a temptation to tip to the right, but you don't want to do that. Keep your hips nice and level. Find that three-part, deep, complete ocean breathing, where you're inhaling into the belly, feeling the belly rise, and then the ribs expand, and then your collarbones lift. And on your exhale, the collarbones fall, your ribs contract, your belly falls. Extending your exhale even longer than your inhale. Bit of a smile in your closed eyes and lips. Take one more slow, complete breath here. And then you're going to release and allow your left foot to come down onto the mat, and then unwind your right leg. Now take your left foot, cross it over your right knee. Let your left knee open to the side with your left foot flexed a little bit. Bring your legs in towards you and then clasp your hands behind your right thigh. Melt into it. Make sure you don't end up tipping to the left. Keep your hips nice and level. Scan the body for any unnecessary tension. And exhale it away. One more slow, complete breath here. And then you're going to release, letting your right foot come down onto the mat and unwinding your left leg. Now you're going to grab your strap or your belt and lay lay down onto your back. It's still okay to have that pillow under your head if you're enjoying it. And you're going to wrap your strap around your right foot and then extend that leg to the ceiling. You want to have your hands nice and close to your foot while maintaining grounded, wide, relaxed shoulders. You can keep your left knee bent, or maybe you can slide it out. Settle into it. Every exhale, try to relax a little bit more. Take one more slow, complete breath here. And then you're going to bend your left knee and slowly switch feet in the strap. Letting your right foot come to the mat. And if you like, you can slide that right leg out. Get those shoulders wide and grounded and relaxed. And just soften into the stretch. To make sure that your exhale is indeed longer than your inhale, count how long it takes you to inhale, and then count how long it takes you to exhale. Get that exhale longer than the inhale. You might find that your leg shakes a little bit, and that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just try and relax more with every breath. If it's too intense, you might want to ease up on the stretch a little bit. We're going to take one more deep breath. And then you're going to bend your knee and remove your strap and place it out of your way. Bend both knees. Lift your feet off the mat, bring your knees in towards you, and just wrap your arms loosely around your knees. You can rock a little from side to side, giving your lower back a nice massage. And now you're going to release your knees and allow your feet to come back down onto your mat. And you're going to roll over onto your right side. Remove the pillow from under your head and use your arm instead. You're going to extend your right arm out and let your head rest on that arm. Make your way into a nice straight line. Now you're going to bend your left knee and let that relax down onto the floor in front of you. Walk your right leg backward. Walk it way back and allow your hip to go with it. See how far you can walk it back. And then once you've walked your leg back as far as you can, then you're going to bend that right knee, reach back with your left hand. You're going to grab your foot and draw your heel in towards your bottom. Now, if you're having trouble reaching your foot, then you're going to grab your strap and you're going to wrap that around your foot. Let that top shoulder roll open a little bit. You're feeling a nice quadricep stretch here at the back leg. Settle into it. Deep, complete ocean breathing. One more breath here. And then you're going to release your foot and you're going to roll onto your belly. You're going to bring your elbows directly under your shoulders. Have your hands shoulder width apart. You're in a little back bend, in a position just like the Sphinx. take a moment to lift out of your shoulders. You'll feel your neck getting longer. And then push your chest further forward and slide your shoulders further downward. You can stay here or hook the tail under a little bit and straighten the arms. If it's uncomfortable to lift higher, then just stay down onto your elbows. Experiment with the placement of your chin till your neck is nice and comfortable. Take another big inhale. And now on your exhale, you're going to slide your left arm out and you're going to roll over onto your left side, allowing your head to rest on your arm. You're going to bend your right knee and relax that onto the floor in front of you. Then walk your left leg backward. Take your time. Get it way back. Then bend your knee, reach back with your hand, grab your foot, and draw your heel in towards your bottom. That top shoulder rolling open, and relax into the stretch. One more breath here. And then you'll release your foot, bend your knees, ease your way up, and make your way onto hands and knees. You're going to get your wrists right under your shoulders and your knees right under your hips. Lift out of your shoulders. And exhale, round your back up to the sky, head down, tail down, belly draws up, get all the air out, stretch. As you inhale, bring your head up and your tail up, slide your shoulder blades down your back and stretch your belly. Exhale, deep cat stretch. Inhale, head up, tail up. Do this twice more. Make the most of it. Get a big stretch. Last set. And now we're going to sit on our pillow again. And if you're not comfortable sitting on the floor, grab a chair. If you're on the floor, lift your bottom up onto your pillow. Cross your legs comfortably. Let your hands rest on your legs with your palms up. Your fingers just curled and relaxed. Your elbows in close to the body. And close your eyes. Imagine that there's a string attached to the top of your head. That string is gently being pulled upward, keeping your spine nice and long. Soften all the features of your face and soften your shoulders. Relax your lower back and relax your legs. Slow, complete breathing with that smile in your closed eyes and lips. We're going to go on a journey to meet our future self. Picture yourself on a beautiful summer day, entering the woods. There's an ancient cobblestone path that you're walking on. The forest is lush and green. And there's a river running along the right side. In the distance a little bit, you can hear the trickling of the water. You're on your way to meet your future self. You feel curious, excited. Sunlight is filtering through the trees, dappling light onto the path. As you walk, you see there's a clearing up ahead. And as you approach the clearing, you are awestruck by the wonder of a beautiful, giant, ancient tree in the center of this clearing. It's enormous, magnificent, a giant canopy of leaves. You walk toward this beautiful tree, and you notice that there's a carved stone bench beneath the tree. and you sit down on that bench, waiting to meet your future self. From the other side of the clearing, you see a person emerge. They're healthy, strong, walking towards you with a calm, healthy gait. They have a smile. That person is you. A few years older, a few years wiser. And as that person approaches, you realize how much you like that person, that they would make a really good friend. And as your future self gets closer, you stand up and they give you a warm embrace. And then you sit down together on that beautiful carved bench beneath a magnificent ancient tree. And your future self says to you, ask me anything. What is it that you'd really like to know about these next couple of years? Take your time to form your question, and then ask your future self that question, and listen to their wise response that's infused with humor, compassion, kindness. The wind starts to pick up a little bit and you hear the leaves in that magnificent tree rustling. You know that it's time for you to go. So you stand up and you thank your future self. And you give each other another warm embrace. And you go your separate ways. And you feel light, joyful, peaceful. So pleased to have met this happy, healthy version of yourself in the future. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and flutter your eyelids open. I hope you feel fantastic. You're going to take a big breath in, your arms go overhead, your palms touch. And then exhale, hands down in front of your heart. Namaste.